Alright, so this girl, I know him, Amina, right? And one time, Amina was driving on the side of the road and her car broke down. So it turns out one of her car tires had popped and she didn't know what to do. So she was stranded there for about 2 hours. Alright, do not be like Amina. In this presentation, we're gonna teach you everything that you need to know, like changing tires and stuff, so that you don't end up like Amina. I think that we're credible for this information, for this presentation, because our parents taught us how to do stuff and like how to do it well, and we know how to do it ourselves. All right.
So the three parts we're going to go over is the material we need to jack up the car and change the tire, the safety, and changing the tire in general. So the materials you'll need is a lug nut wrench, a jack, and a spare tire. So the first thing you do is you put the jack under the frame, right under the frame. The frame will be about right here. And then you lift the car up slowly and you make sure it's secure and stable. And you only lift it up until the tire is off the ground, as you can see. And then you get your lug nut wrench and you loosen the bolts in a star pattern. And then you make sure you don't lose your lug nuts too.
We loosen the bolts in the star pattern because you can have equal tension among all of the nuts.
Yep. And then you slowly take off your tire straight back, and you get your spare tire from the back. But in this case, we're going to use the same tire just for demonstration purposes.
To put the tire back on, all you need to do is first you have to line up your lug nuts with the holes on your tire. So I can see that all these holes are matching with all of these rods sticking out. So all you need to do is lift the tire up and align it. After aligning the tire, all you need to do is at first is hand tighten the nuts in the same star pattern we took it off. So first I'm gonna do the bottom. I'm just gonna hand tie it so you can tighten it fully later. And then we'll do the top right, so it's like a triangle. And then after that, we go right next to it to the top left. So this is the star. Let's start with the star. So after you fully tighten all of these nuts, you go on to the right and the left side. So this is the right side. And this is the left side. So after you get the nuts on the tire, you have to make sure you tighten them appropriately all the way. So we're gonna use our lug wrench and we're just gonna tighten it. For demonstration purposes, I'm just gonna quickly run through these tires. I'm not gonna actually tighten the nuts all the way. And we make sure it's in the star pattern. So we go in the triangle that we made. And after these are all aligned, all we need to do is get the last two on the right and left. And after putting on all the nuts appropriately and tight, the last step we need to do is lower the jack. Make sure to lower the jack slowly so the car can get on the ground and stabilize.
Alright, so the last step is safety, and you just want to be careful, you know, where you are on the side of the road. Make sure cars aren't going to hit you. Check your surroundings, and also to be careful when you're taking the tire off and putting it on. Also making sure that the lug nuts are being tightened properly, and yeah, and then so as we covered, we went over what you need to do this, how to put the tire on and take it off, and then its safety. So, you know, the next time you're stranded on the road with the flat tire, you wouldn't be like Amina, and you would actually be able to change your flat tire.